We have a subscriber here saying that they currently they're not using something like Metastock Zenith for their economic calendar like we do, which is this one over here. But they are using the Forex Factory calendar and wanted to know whether the calendar was okay to use and how they can get the most from it. So thanks for the question. And yes, you can certainly use the Forex Source or Forex Factory calendar rather. I use Zenith, the Zenith calendar on a daily basis, but I also go through the Forex Factory one from time to time, as well as making sure whether there's anything extra or significant that I might have missed. So absolutely nothing wrong with using the Forex Factory calendar, and would be a calendar that I would recommend any new traders to use if they don't have Zenith, because it's very user friendly. So let's just pop over to the Forex Factory calendar. Now, you asked specifically about Forex Factory, so I'm not going to go into any major details right now about any of the other free calendars, but just for reference sake, the economic calendars from investing.com, as well as the other one from Trading Economics, as well as MyFXBook, all of them offer great calendars on their sites, and definitely other options you can also consider apart from Forex Factory. So just keep that in mind. So jumping into the Forex Factory calendar, having a quick look at how we can get the most from it. So I think the first place to start will be just the basic navigation of the calendar. So looking over to the left-hand side, we have the dates. That's obviously going to be important. Here you can select either a specific day, so you just want to see the upcoming day coming up, which is Monday the 15th, or if you want to see the entire week, you can just click that arrow. It'll show you the entire week. Or you can select, this month. If you select this month, it's obviously going to give you the entire month. So that's just a quick navigation tool to use on the left-hand side. The other one that's handy is the time selection. So if you go right here on the right-hand side, you'll see there's an actual time there. And if you click on that, you can actually change the GMT to fit your time. So a very useful thing for you to do to make sure that whenever you are seeing the news event, you're seeing it in your own local time. Then looking at the basic layout of how it's structured, on the left-hand side, we have the dates. Obviously, we have the time when it's coming out, which will be important once you've changed your local time. Then you have the currency that it's expected to impact. You also have the impact measurement. Now, take this one with a pinch of salt. It's not always as accurate. Obviously, news, the importance of news events will change based on the anticipation, based on the market's expectations of it, based on the current market sentiment and the fundamental analysis or fundamental bias for the currency. So take the impact with a pinch of salt. Sometimes a red or high impact event won't have any impact in the market, and sometimes a very lightly or a light impact marked event can have a huge impact in the market. So just keep that in mind. Then we'll get to the details just now. Then we have the forecast column, which is obviously handy to see where the consensus is aimed. Also keep in mind that the consensus here, it's probably not going to be as accurate as some of the paid versions, because we're not sure where they get that forecast information from. So also keep that in mind. And then very handy is to see the prior reading for these events as well. Now going into the details, this is really very handy from the calendar. Now, if we take something like, let's take the claimant count claimant count change, for example, coming up this week. Now, if we click on that little folder which says Open Detail, it actually gives us a nice description of exactly what the economic event is all about. What it measures, the usual effect, why traders care about it, and of course, that's very handy. On the right-hand side, it gives you the history. So it gives you a trend, gives you information on a more trending basis, showing you what the recent numbers have looked like. And then also very handy apart from that is you also have a graph, so it can actually show you the historical chart for this for these economic indicators, which is also very, very handy to give you that overall bigger picture context for any upcoming events during the week, and also once it's occurred, to see what the impact was in terms of the historical data. Also handy, right at the bottom of the page, there's normally a central bank interest rate table just showing you exactly where the various interest rates are for the central banks. The legend also very helpful. So if you're struggling with reading any of these data points, so what is the B, what is the K, what does it stand for? This will give you, or M over M, month over month, quarter over quarter, etc. This will give you a little bit of a rundown of exactly what these things mean, which is also handy. Overall, all in all, a great free economic calendar with plenty of nifty features, as we've seen. As with most calendars, the events, they're going to be fast, but not as fast as some of the paid calendars, like Zenith, in my opinion. It also lacks some of the more in-depth details for more thorough analysis. But for those looking for a free calendar, that this is definitely a great option, in my opinion, to use. So I hope that helps with all of the questions we've gotten about Forex Factory. Great calendar to use from a free, as a free source. Any other questions on this, please don't hesitate to let us know.